I hope we're back, chat. Oh, our stream's lagging here, though. I see it on the page. I really hope that was random. I have not experienced that yet. Okay, I ain't gonna lie, my energy's kind of gone after dealing with that. That was wild. If I get another OBS notification, that'll be scary. We should be good. That was strange. Yeah, that was strange. That was definitely weird. Hold on. Can I adjust these stream settings right now? Because I don't want the stream to do that again. Like, if it ends, I don't want it to, like... I'd rather it stay on the same, like, page, and it can keep buffering, but just don't end the stream and, like, make it... I don't know, because this now counts as a whole new stream now, which is, like... That's so weird. Just finished listening to the podcast. Yo, do you like it? Also, I lied in the podcast. I lied because I did not upload the other episodes to Spotify yet, and I apologize about that. I'm really sorry. All right. Well, that was the hiccup, chat, and I apologize that happened. I was not expecting that. You know, we are live, so things happen, right? But dang, that was unexpected for sure. That was definitely unexpected. Hold on, we're gonna fix that VOD. Wait, can I A/B test for stream titles? Alright. 2 streams in 1 day. This doesn't count as a second stream, but it does actually. The Game Awards isn't only for already existing games. If yes, what do we wish with Kingdom Hearts? Or isn't it only for already existing games? No, the Game Awards is actually for it's for a lot of different games. It's for anything. Announcements happen there, existing games happen there. There's a lot of, like, the Game Awards can be anything. Like there's a lot of stuff. Trailers for like movies and shows related to games have been at the Game Awards. So yeah, we gonna spoil it today. 2 streams in 1 day. Is it weird that the past week I've been thinking of what a Nickelodeon Kingdom Hearts world would be like? I wouldn't say that's weird. I mean, Kingdom Hearts is a crossover property, so any crossover is valid. Like, it's a valid thought to have, right? Now, there's a spectrum to that, right? But I think generally cartoons, movies, animation is generally like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That probably would be in Kingdom Hearts, right? At least that's my perspective. So, okay, all these things I updated in my OBS, I don't think are updated any longer, and that's a little concerning. Hold on, because, for example, my chat does not work anymore, which I'm like, why is my chat not working? Oh, I gotta do a bunch of stuff again. Yeah, it's like I had to completely restart my OBS, and it just crashed like everything. Because I went live again immediately. I got an error on my computer saying encoding error, and I went live again. Like, I refreshed, I went live again immediately, but it just wouldn't go through. It's like the signal just wasn't like strong enough to go through, which was so odd. Like, I don't think I've seen that happen. With like an encoding error before. That was just so odd. That was so odd to me. Yeah, it's not working. That's weird. Okay. See, yeah, and it's saying I only just now went live on Twitch. What the? Yo, something. Is it because wait, I think it's detecting that I'm live on another OBS still. Oh, dude. Okay, that's a little concerning. gonna assume the one that's not using as much resources is the one I'm not on. Please. Alright. I think that one's good. We're still live, right, chat? We're still live? We're still live? We're good? We're good? We're still live? We're chilling, we're vibing. My alerts and stuff might not work this stream now, though. Dude. Yo, thank you for those of you who refreshed the channel, though, and went back to look for the stream, because, admittedly, like, a lot of people would have just been like, okay, his stream's dead. Well, I'm gonna go do my own thing. And probably a lot of people did, but I appreciate that you guys came searching. I ain't gonna lie, that killed my energy. I was on a whole momentum thing. Like I was yapping. I had a point I was saying about something, and just yeah, just that just happened. All right, so I guess I have a conversation starter. So chat, what year? Be completely serious. What year do you think Kingdom Hearts 4 is releasing? Actually, let me rephrase that. Let me ask a different question. Do you think Kingdom Hearts is going to show up at the Game Awards? Yes or no? Yeah, I'm trying to get my like alerts and extensions working, but they don't. They just don't work. They're broken. Even my member goal one is broken. Like all my links on OBS are broke. Is there a way to refresh like stuff like this? I doubt it. I say maybe a 2% chance. Yes, while puffing some copium. No, because they said when they're ready. Yeah? So, for Dark Scouter, because I saw that you said yes. Why do you think? Well, what makes you think it's going to show up at the Game Awards? I'm asking this for a specific reason. I just want to see. I want to see, like, what makes you think that. I'm, like, same as I always am. I'm willing to be surprised. I don't know if it's going to be there. And to be honest, my optimism is definitely running out a little bit, but I'm reaching the end of my rope for my optimism. Despite putting on a strong face in previous content, but like past previous years, but I am I still hold true with this statement. I don't know if it's going to be there. Whether I think it's going to be there or not, I don't know. If it is, I'm not going to miss it. If there's a 1% chance, I'm not going to miss it. What is even definable as a 1% chance now? I don't even know. Hi, Aqua. How's it going? If Jeff wears yellow shoes again, that'd be crazy. If Jeff wears yellow shoes again. I might have to troubleshoot some of these issues I'm having. Kind of rough. Yeah, refreshing these doesn't do anything either. That's so odd. I'm running OBS in normal mode too. Yeah, so like none of my like stuff works. My chat doesn't work. My member goal doesn't work. None's working right now. So yeah, we are back. We are back. I am thinking about refreshing just to get the other stuff working though. Like I am strongly considering refreshing. Yeah, we're cooked, bro. My stream's cooked. My stream is cooked. Chad, do you think it's possible for me to refresh the stream really fast without it ending the entire live stream? Y'all think that's possible? Like just a little hiccup? Because then it would be 3 streams, and I think that would like destroy notifications, and that would just ruin the stream for the day. If Disney Square will go down, I don't know. I guess I don't need that stuff on stream though. If Disney Square will go down under for all the dumb decisions they're making, please let Kingdom Hearts finish first. Yeah, I mean, I don't want either of those companies to go down, though, but, yeah. The Fandom wants everything to be revealed on their time and not Square's. What is Square's time, Cody? To be fair, like, I don't, okay, your perspective's fine, right? And we want everything to be revealed on our time. Kind of, I guess, I mean... I don't know. Tell me if this sounds messed up, but like, I feel like with that statement, isn't that like partially the point of releasing products? Not saying you have to, like, it's not a black or white situation. There's a gray area where a company has enough time to work on a game and fans can expect reasonable like things. And I think a lot of the debates with Kingdom Hearts, yes, we want Kingdom Hearts 4 out. Like, we wish it was out. Of course we do, right? But I think it's less we want it out, and people want just information. They want news. They want something to talk about, because there's nothing to speculate off of. There's nothing to... There's this... We are looking forward so badly to Kingdom Hearts 4, but we don't really have anything from it to look forward to. You know what I mean? And for hardcore KH fans, like, yeah, we'll analyze the crap out of it and probably spoil ourselves to a degree, but it's like... I feel like... a lot of people just want something to latch onto, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think that's a crime or anything. Like, people want a Star Wars world, or people want a Treasure Planet world, and they maybe want to see a trailer about it, you know? And it's like, I think a small thing like that, a small 3-minute, 4-minute trailer about a world, could do a lot to ease tensions, let people be excited, be happy, look forward to something, right? And eventually, after enough time, people will look forward to the next thing after they've like wrung it out and squeezed it of all its water and juice. But I genuinely feel like it's not a bad thing to look forward to it. I don't know. How do y'all feel about that, chat? Like, I don't know. That's an interesting discussion to have, though. I mean, we've been having it for a while, but how do y'all feel about that? By the way, I hope you are doing well, Prodigy, and I replied back with my thoughts, but I have some other theories, but that's like the logical one in my opinion. Oh, let me see. I only believe it will with a small grain of salt, only because having another trailer out makes sense to at least keep the general public reception alert of the project and shareholders alike of its existence. But that's what I think. I personally, based on what other games/products have done in the past. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So you just think it's less that it will be there, and more so like you hope that Square would want to do something like that based off of like the reception from the fandom. Like you still have that optimism that Square will show out for us a little bit. That's kind of what I'm reading between the lines a little. Well, the Game Awards is on December. When's the Game Awards? I really don't know the exact date. I usually look at the exact date closer to either while making a video or closer to when it actually happens. And in between is usually easy to forget. What's the exact date? It's the 11th, right? I think it's the 11th? Yeah, 11th. Yeah, I had the right idea. The way I see it, we'll either luck out hard with a surprise 2026 release or not getting KH4 until 2028. Yo, what's good, Dustin? We had to refresh the stream early. We had a lot of stream hiccups, which that was unfortunate, but it happens, you know. We keep moving. I think my OBS is fine right now. It doesn't say any drop frames, and that happened what, like 20 minutes into the stream? I want to say, chat, earlier. Yeah, that was kind of annoying. Yeah, stream's fine for now. It was going fine earlier. It was just my OBS randomly, like, it had like some error on my graphics card, which is a little concerning because I'm like, okay, I hope that isn't like a sign of something random like wrong with my graphics card, because that would suck. I'm not gonna lie, that would suck. That would suck. Yeah, our OBS settings are optimized. It's just that just randomly happened. Like I've done dozens of streams in the past month and some change with this new PC, and it just happened randomly. I don't know. But all my alerts and browser extensions are broken, so I'm assuming it might have been something to do with one of those, and we'll fix it, I guess, another time. K4 for PS6. I do think Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to release closer to when the PS6, like right before the PS6 is about to launch, which is like, I mean, KH3 technically did the same thing, right? Like KH3 released like what is it? KH3 released literally a year and a half before the PS5 would come out. So, I'll be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if the game was internally delayed for a while if they were waiting on potentially working on other things and making it run on Steam Deck and Switch too. I don't think KH4 is running on Steam Deck. I'm not gonna lie to you, but we'll see. It might be possible. I just don't know. But I wouldn't put it past them. Missing Link's delay probably did internally delay KH4. I'm like pretty sure of that. Like, what, Missing Link got delayed when May of this year, and I think Missing Link was probably internally delayed probably way back when the game was delayed in the first place from 2024. So I feel like the game Missing Link was probably internally delayed since at least like early 2025. So maybe even canceled even. So they've had the entirety of this year to rewrite the story and rewrite like some things, maybe readjust some plot elements and pacing that made KH4 more reliant on Missing Link. And then they have probably most of next year as well. But I doubt they're releasing it next year, because if they are going to be doing a lot of their polishing next year for a release in 2026 or 2027, my bad, then yeah, I don't know. We might be cooked. We might be chopped. We might be chopped, bro. PS6 probably won't be for a while, like 2028 or beyond. So who knows? Considering Sony are considering extending the PS5 lifespan. Yeah. Yo, what's good, Albin? Yo, what's good, Con Man? Yeah, you missed the stream crashing earlier, Con Man. Expecting a remake for Dirge of Cerberus next year, just only because we got something from Final Fantasy. I don't count the Switch 2 FF7 remake release. Yeah, I think, I actually do think it's possible they do a remake of Dirge of Cerberus. How well did the Crisis Core remake do? Like, did that sell in the millions? I'm sure it did. It probably sold at least 1 to 2, right? Rebirth, I know, sold a little slow compared to remake, but it was a PS5 exclusive, and it probably made up for those sales like a while ago. Oh, me and Cody are always streaming at the same time. Okay, tell Cody I said hi. I think it did 4 million. The Crisis Core remake did 4 million? Is that real? Hold on. Crisis Core reunion sales. I can't find its overall sales. Hold on. Oh, okay. Well, the original release of Crisis Core sold 2 million, and I don't know what it sold digitally, but it's saying it sold like 200K, or like 156K. in retail. And I'm looking it up on my phone. Type in full sales figures. I don't know. They're saying it's the biggest. I see an article saying it was the biggest launch in years. It debuted at #1 in Japan at the time it launched, but I don't know, like I don't know what its other competition really is. Yo, what's good, cool Ute? Nah, I don't think it sold 4 million. Crisis Core, I don't think Crisis Core Reunion sold 4 mil. Give us KH3 file mixes to hold us over. Yeah, they should. Does my other chat work? Maybe my other chat works. I don't think it does though. You tripping? I'm tripping? Oh no, you're saying Dark Scouter. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it did not sell 4 million on Steam, or I doubt it sold 4 million in general. Because if that game sold 4 mil, Rebirth should have sold like 6 to 7, straight up. But Rebirth's probably close to 4 mil now. But I think we had initially heard reports, wasn't it like 2 to 3 mil that Rebirth sold? Was actually playing KH2 today, finding Luxor playing his little games, and it dawned on me: what role do you even think he'll have in KH4? I have no idea. I have no idea. You know, you're reminding me. I need to make a Luxord video, man. I need to. I really do. All right, chat. I need everyone's attention because I really want to refresh this because I don't know why it's not working, and I feel like for stream aesthetic, it's important a little bit, and it's bugging the crap out of me. I am going to very quickly refresh the stream. If this stream ends, if you don't see me live again in like 2 minutes, maybe a minute, like if you don't see me live again in 1 minute, you probably have to refresh the channel straight up. All right, give me a sec. All right, I should be back. It shouldn't have ended the stream. I should be back. I think I refreshed fast enough. I did. I refreshed fast enough. Okay, so the way YouTube works is if I refresh, like, if the stream is down for more than like a couple of minutes, it'll just end the stream automatically, unless it's a scheduled stream, unless I set it not to do so, which I don't have it set to do so. There's a difference between my settings for normal streams and scheduled live streams. This stream is just a normal, I click live and we're live stream. I didn't schedule this one at all, but all right, we're back. We're good. So chat's up. We're chilling. We're vibing, right? I ain't gonna lie. I think this chat looks kind of ugly. I want the chat. What chat setting was I using before? Where I had like it was like a bubble, like a condensed bubble. I don't know. Let me see. It's not that one. Wait. That's one Dax has. That one looks kind of normal. I don't know. I don't even know what setting what this is supposed to be. Maybe it's this. I don't know, man. All right, we're just gonna go back to the old one. We're going back to the old one. All right, let's switch up the music a little bit, though. Enough Disney Dreamlight. There we go. You guys heard the music good? Or was it too low? All right, let's talk. Let's have some interesting discussions though. So, let's talk about some of these things. All right, chat. So straight up, I made this tweet the other day that asked, "Do you think Kingdom Hearts 4 has become more anticipated than KH3 was at this point?" And we got a lot of cool tweets. We got a lot of interaction. We got tweets from Skyward Wing. We got Lance. Yo, shout out to Lance, by the way, the homie. The Gamers Joint. A lot of other people in the community commenting on this. So, do you guys think KH4 has become more anticipated than Kingdom Hearts 3 at this stage? And if so, why? And like, what type of anticipation like do you feel? I really would like this. It makes chat pop out a little better. If Star Wars gets fully confirmed easily. So personally for me, right? I am not more hyped for 4 than 3. But there's aspects about 4 I am hyped for. Like I want to see more to get hyped, but like the idea of what 4 could be would easily be my favorite Kingdom Hearts game. And 3 was also my favorite KH game. So yeah, I know. Maybe every new game is going to be my favorite. I'm a little bit of a shill. I'm sorry. But look. 4 might have Star Wars. It could have Marvel. It might have Treasure of Planet. It like, in terms of the Princesses of Heart, we're still missing a couple of Princesses of Heart. Moana, probably a shoo-in for another Princess of Heart. We might even get another Frozen world. I like Frozen. I'm sorry. I know. I get it. But shoot, who knows? We might be Wreck-It Ralph, Tiana. There's so much potential. Incredibles world. Whatever other Pixar movie they might go with. There's so much potential for the world list of KH4. And then on top of that, we got Quadratum. I'm so excited for that. I'm so excited to start seeing all of that. Like, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy, bro. It's gonna be nice, right? But we haven't seen much yet. 3's hype was a lot more love and genuine. And then towards the end, like I say, 2017 and after, maybe 18 a little bit. Maybe like early 2018 to after. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna say 2017. Okay. 2017, like mid 2017 to when KH3 released, we did start to have some debates, some arguments, some topics about combat, floatiness, story. Spoilers started to happen a lot for KH3, and that honestly, that was the fault of Square. Straight up, it was. I know a lot of people blame the community for grandiose expectations, and to a degree, there are some expectations. There's a lot of expectations people had that are kind of silly from my perspective, right? But because there's so many people that had grandiose expectations, it can't all be dumb people. Like 4 million people can't be dumb. Sometimes, but not in this situation. Not in this situation. You know what I mean? I feel like with Square, when you show that much content, when you go out of your way, we got to ban a bot right quick. Oh, get him out. Anyways, I feel like when it comes to Square, when you show that much in your trailers, when you show every single world, when you show Sora fighting Aqua, when you show like all the Guardians dying, when you show Rox's head, the back of his head, that was a big deal. When you show a scene of Axel getting beat up by Xemnas, when you show all these things in a trailer, when you show Sora crying, you're thinking, not only does KH4 or KH3 have that much going on, but there must be even more to it. And there was more to it for some of those scenes. And there was a lot of scenes where wasn't more to it, because KH fans are smart enough to like read between the lines sometimes. Like we don't know exactly how Sora got to the realm of darkness, but we know he's going to be there now. That wasn't even a possibility beforehand. We theorized, thought about the Guardians losing, but like before that in Union Cross, there was no precedent really for Kingdom Hearts where all the characters lost, really, aside from I guess Birth by Sleep. But even then, it was more like an even thing. Like they won all their fights, but Xehanort also kind of won his. You know what I mean? So everyone's dealing with those repercussions. But in 3, to see everyone die and lose, you're like, how the heck do we get here? And then it happens, and then you see all these cutscenes that happen after in trailers. It's like, okay, so the Guardians all died. Well, I haven't seen this Roxas cutscene. I haven't seen X, Y, and Z. I haven't seen the scene of Sora crying, like, in the Rage Form trailer or some promotional artwork. Like, there's a lot of things that are there that the average fan is going to assume if you're willing to show this, there must be more to it. I think that's a reasonable thing to think, and that's why expectations go crazy, and that's why Square needs to dial it back for KH4. We're fine with the promotion. People overcomplicate some things with marketing. We're not marketers. The controller's not on our hand, hold on. The button to post a trailer is not at our fingertips. We don't have power over that. We do not. We don't. But I think when it comes to the semantics behind why people talked about like the marketing for 4, we are fine with a little less marketing, because if that's easier for Square to not spoil things, cool, that's fine. But if it wasn't the marketing of 3 itself that people hated overall, it was the end. Like, I was there throughout the entire KH3 marketing cycle, and some of you were too. Y'all probably remember that for from 2013 until like September, maybe June or something, around TGS of 2018. So 5 years, right? 5 years of random trailers, screenshots, combat worlds. For about 5 years, everything we saw of 3 was fine. 2.8, we had stuff to tie us over at the remixes in between all of that stuff too. A lot of that stuff was fine. Like, it was good. It was good momentum. It was interesting. It wasn't too much spoiler territory. Honestly, the majority of it was worlds and combat, and we were cool with that, right? But when it started getting to story stuff, and the majority of those last 6 months of trailers, the story started becoming the focus, and it kind of got bad. Like, they just rapid fired like stuff we shouldn't have seen. The pure concept of an endgame trailer, of a trailer about the final battle, about the final world in the game is silly. Like, imagine if Avengers Endgame, we already know they're about to fight Thanos again. We don't know how they're going to get to that point, because people didn't even know what happened to Thanos earlier in the movie in Endgame. They didn't spoil that at all. But the idea of like an entire, like, I don't think Endgame even, or Infinity War, did an entire trailer on Thanos having all 5 Infinity Stones and then going crazy. Like, the Infinity War trailers were, like, for the most part pretty tame. We saw key moments, we saw crazy fights that were about to happen, but like, it didn't spoil the context. It didn't spoil like the in-betweens. But KH3 would spoil the context, because every person watching these trailers is watching the previous ones, or a lot of them are, and that sucks. They probably didn't expect this though. They probably didn't expect the trailers to have that effect, because KH3 was the first Kingdom Hearts game in the era of social media the way it is today. It was the first Kingdom Hearts game that was marketed under that type of social media, you know? So like, they probably didn't think that every fan was watching every trailer, because let's be real, did you guys watch every KH1 trailer? No. 2 trailer? No. 3 trailer? Probably not. All right, why did I say 3? You did watch every 3. Did you guys watch every 1, 2, Birth by Sleep, Dream Drop trailer? I know I didn't, because I was a kid. And if I could, I might have, but I don't know if I would have. Just like, I don't know. It was just a different time, you know? Trailers, like, I didn't find out about a Cage trailer unless it showed up on my TV screen, or I somehow found out about it at a GameStop or, like, some game store or something. So, like, it's a different age. This stuff is way more accessible, so they weren't prepared for it. Anyways, I'm yapping. I'm yapping. Yeah, that Keybblade Graveyard trailer had no right to exist, and like in no way, shape, or form is that the fans' fault that it did. Like, I think that's like, to me, I think there's no way that's the fans' fault that they released that stuff. I know it sounds like dumb, right? Because we were begging for trailers, we were begging for news, we were begging for this and that, but like, I think after a certain point, once we got a release date, I think a lot of people let up. Like, once we got a release date, when we got a confident release date, I think a lot of people did line up. So I don't know, like, if we were begging for trailers, like, that much after the release date for Cage 3. Because that was the main thing we wanted in the first place. I mean, we were excited to see other stuff, but that was one of the main things. I remember even during the Cage 3 marketing cycle, I slowed up on covering a lot of the newer trailers when we got closer to the game. And especially the week leading up to the game, I was like, I'm chilling. I'm chilling, bro. I ain't trying to look at stuff. I was dodging and weaving spoilers, man. You watched every single one, Meester? Yeah, you're an OG. I don't know. Chat, genuinely though, because you don't have to have the same opinion as me. Do you think it's the fans' fault for like 3's marketing or anticipation or expectations? Personally, I came out loving the game, and some people didn't, and we argued about that for some years, and we still argue about it now. But I after enough arguments, I just realized that's just kind of is what it is. Some people are going to like KH4, some people are going to hate it because they felt like, some people are going to love it. Some people are going to be like, man, I love this game, but why wasn't all this stuff in 3, man? This game sucks. Like, I don't know, there's going to be some of that. But, you know, it is what it is. Some people love games you don't. Sometimes everything I like about a game is everything you hate. And, bro, arguing with people about KH3, I realized that was a hard thing to think about because we're used to being in our bubbles. We're used to talking to like our same and similar friend groups, but not everyone likes the same things you do. Sometimes people like things that you don't, that you hate. Some people hate things you love, and that's just how it is. That's just how it is. You don't always have to fight it. You can have a nice discussion about it, but you don't always have to fight it. You don't always have to change their mind. Sometimes it just is what it is. That's my take, though. Let me grab some water, though, while you guys comment on that. Water's right next to me. Done. Not coming for Game Awards, bro. Just give up. Look, Bags, what do you want me to do? I'm genuinely, Bags, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Should I be hopeless? Should I just be like, it's never coming. KH4 is never coming out. Nah, I don't think this game is getting canceled. I believe in the game coming. You know, I believe the game will see the light of day eventually. Just, I don't know if it's the Game Awards. I don't know if it's the State of Play. I don't know. I don't know. So all I can do is hope. All I can do is hope and pray that one of these days the stars align and I get that trailer on that event. But every event we don't get it, I'm gonna just keep kicking on to the next one. Just this is what it is, because that's all I can do as a fan. There's nothing else I can do. I can't walk up the square and force their hand. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, no one should be doing that or doing anything. I don't know. It's just there's nothing for fans to do but hope and just chill. Like, we're not going to sit here and not talk about Cage. We need to focus our energy on other games. But you're in the Kingdom Hearts fandom, though, right? you're in the Kingdom Hearts fandom saying focus on other games. Like, imagine, right? I go into any other fan base and just tell them, like, imagine I walk up to a fighting game event. Imagine I go to a Smash tournament and I tell the Smash fans to stop playing Smash. Like, don't talk about Smash. Smash Ultimate has been, like, there's been nothing for Smash Ultimate since Sora came out, right? Imagine I walk to a Smash tournament and I'm just like, hey, bro, don't play Smash, like, go play something else, like, play a better game. And people do that in a toxic way, but, like, just, you know, like, it's silly. Like, they're fans of Smash, even if they complain. It's a fighting game. Even if they complain, even if they whine and moan about characters like I do, it's like, they're going to still talk about Smash. They're going to still talk about the meta. They're going to still talk about things. They're going to still want the next Smash game, right? But for KH fans, you're in the KH fandom. Like, bro, when I'm off stream, I play other stuff. I play 2SKO. I play Valorant. You know what I'm saying? It's just, well, what are we doing? Look, I'm not saying you're a bad person or anything for, like, your perspective bags. I'm just saying, like, we're in the KH fandom. You know what I mean? And I don't even disagree with you. I don't know. It probably will come out for the PS6. I don't know. It might. It honestly might. I have no idea, man. It's just, all we can do is hope, or maybe not hope. For some people it's easier to not care. For some people it's easier to forget about Kingdom Hearts and just move on, do their own thing, do whatever else, right? For me, I do find it when it comes to Kingdom Hearts, it is a struggle for me not to think about it. Unless I just preoccupy myself like crazy with something else. But I have the additional thing that you guys don't, where you guys aren't required to be here by any means. You guys are here because maybe you're just interested. Maybe you like hearing me yap. Maybe you like hearing me go in circles and go on tangents and talk like all day, right? But for me, because I am a creator with the Kingdom Hearts channel, and my goals are very catered to Kingdom Hearts, like, ooh, I'm hoping, like, I didn't make this channel just for the bag or nothing. This channel is like a monument to KH to me. Like, I love Kingdom Hearts, so I'm just like, I want to yap about it. After 3 years, we don't got the yap. We don't got the yap about that's new. But I could do as many I could do retrospectives all day, or talk about an old mechanic after people have forgotten about it for a couple of years. That's always fun. And it generally is. But it's just like, we go with the flow, man. We go where the tide takes us, and we've been on a low tide for a long time. Right now we're kind of drifting in the sea, and we're every once in a while, like, when you drift in the sea, you're dying of starvation. Sometimes when you see a sliver of food, when you see like anything, it's like you go crazy. You see that drop of water, you're going crazy over it when you're dying of thirst. I'm doing good, Kevin. I feel like they need to make an Octopath KH game. I would love an Octopath style KH game in some way for, like, Chain of Memories. That would be a cool HD 2D game. I love Octopath, by the way. That is my favorite Square franchise after Kingdom Hearts. My favorite Square Enix franchise is Octopath. I am not a fan that Kingdom Hearts fans were getting on Octopath Zero, bro. I wasn't a fan of it, but I get it. I do get it, because I'll admit, I've given the Final Fantasy VII fans some slack, so not my goat. Because I play Octopath, I'm gonna protect Octopath if I can. I ain't taking it that deep though. At this point, I don't even take the reaction super deeply, because in this stage of the drought, we're all right. As bad as it sounds, we're all right. You're right for saying give up. Like, well, I don't know about the give up part, but I'm gonna just keep going with what I'm saying. I'm gonna finish my point. I'll adjust it later if I need to. But you're right for saying we should give up bags, and, like, it might just come out 2026. You're right to think that not 2026. You're right. It might just come out on the PS6. You're right to think that. Other fans are right to think, bro, it's been years. Where's the news? What's going on? Where's the communication? They're right. other fans might be right to just be like, hey man, just patience, just patience. Everyone's right. Like, that's kind of my viewpoint in the fandom right now. Everyone's right. Like, it's been so long that almost all feelings are justified at this point. Any feeling is like justified. But there's obviously degrees to it. Like don't be extreme. Like, if your dissatisfaction, and we've had these talks multiple times, if you're so impatient, if you're so upset at the lack of news that it makes you act like a psychopath on social media, or makes you act like a psychopath like just anywhere, to the point where like you're doing death threats, you're saying crazy stuff, like, bro, you need to take a shower, you need to go outside, you need to chill, you know what I'm saying? But if you're just like a little upset and you're a little vocal about it, that's alright. Like, it's okay. I get it. Like, it's not the end of the world, you know? Like, yeah, like, do y'all agree with that? Do y'all think that's a fair take, genuinely? Because I don't know. Like, some people obviously are on like a different side of the fence. Some people do genuinely think it's like idiotic, or you're an idiot to like hope for the game, or like hope for it at shows and stuff. Yo, and I appreciate you loving this channel, CNJ. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here, by the way. You're all great, as far as I know. I mean, shoot, I don't know what y'all do behind the camera. I don't know what y'all do behind the scenes after stream. As far as I can tell in chat, most of you are pretty cool. Yo, 13th nobody, nothing new, but you're still yapping. Exactly why I'm here. You're the best at this. Also, sup, y'all. See, my yapping is perfect for solo live streams, where I can just read your guys' text and I can just go for like ever almost. But ooh, sometimes I do yap too much. That's something I'll lock down over the next couple of years. Cause I do know that sometimes I yap a little too much, but it's so ingrained in my personality, it's a little difficult to stop. It's a little difficult. A little hard. 4 members left. Oh yeah, well, we reached our 30 membership goal, and now we have a 35 one. I'm gonna honestly just keep upping it in intervals by 5. I might be competitive, but at least I know it's just a game. Exactly. See, because I'm a fighting game guy, I know exactly what you mean when you say that, like the competitive aspect. I'm super into competitive games, and it's like, at the end of the day, it's just a game. You know what I mean? Like, for me, okay, I've been in like debates with like, I'm gonna be real, I've gotten tilted a lot at some fighting games, at some Valorant. I've done some trolling a little bit online. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I've done some trolling, but like, I feel like there's a, like, you don't act on like, I don't know, you don't act on like super toxic like impulses and behavior. I feel like this is just a general human thing outside of games. It's like, it sounds crazy because we're talking about freaking Kingdom Hearts here, but it's just like, you know what I mean when you see people making death threats or saying, I hope this company goes down. Like, bro, how silly do you sound being so angry, talking about how you love Kingdom Hearts, you love the series, you're so excited for KH4, but you're so angry that they won't show a KH4 trailer. You want the whole company to go down. Now, I know when you say that, you don't mean it and you're being silly. I know that. So that's why I only take it with a layer of seriousness. But other people read that and they read it verbatim. They read it literally. They're not understanding. You're just yapping. But you probably do, because you say some weird stuff like that. Like, you probably deserve a little bit of criticism. You deserve a little bit. You deserve people to get on you a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Or rather, you can't be surprised, right? But still, it's just like, oh, come on, don't get that mad. Like, Square. I don't want Square to go down as a company by any means. I do want them to improve their habits though, because there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that I outside looking in would adjust about Square Enix's approach to things. But I'm not that dude. That's just me yapping. I'm a yapper. That's me saying stuff. It is what it is, right? Have you ever gone to the Xenoblade series? I have not, but I've been recommended it for years. Max is also in the same boat for the fighting games with FF7. Yeah. I'm gonna be real, Micah. You had me until you said Pokemon Sun and Moon anime. Avatar, Marvel, Star Wars, and Pokemon Sun and Moon anime will arrive in Kingdom Hearts 4. Where, like, you had me in the first half. Not even the first half. You had me the whole game. And then, like, you just, like, you like, fell off at the end there. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Can I play the Dust Fade demo? So I've debated if I want to do, because I did download the demo today. I thought about playing Dust Fade today on stream, but do I do an entire, like, okay, what would perform the best for me is what I think about, right? Would the demo perform the best if I did like a stream like this into Dust Fade, or would it perform the best if I just did my own Dust Fade stream? I almost feel like just for the aspect of people being able to go back and view it, I should just do its own stream and then yap afterwards, right? I'm unsure though. Why so mad? It's just a game. Still my favorite quote. See, it's weird because that quote is definitely one of the best quotes, but some people definitely misuse it sometimes. I'll be in defense. I'll admit. Okay, chat, tell me if I'm like a bad person or am I wrong for this? All right. So in Valorant's a competitive shooter. If you aren't familiar with Valorant, think of like CS:GO or like Search and Destroy and Call of Duty, right? It's that type of game. So like in Valorant, I'm in competitive, and like, you know, I don't get mad. I don't get mad and yell at people in comp or anything. But I control sometimes, right? I troll a little bit. I like trolling in games. But like, I think, how to describe it? Some people use that quote to rage bait most of the time. Not that I don't think it's been used against me recently or any competitive games I've played as of late. But it's like, I don't know. People will be like, people will play competitive games and then be like, why are you so competitive? to me, sometimes people are like that. I'm like, dog, what are you saying to me? You're in comp. But I kind of just give up like arguing into being like after, like, if it's someone random, I don't care. I don't care to like debate you for that long. If anything, Square Enix should definitely keep it up with without cutting loose, but it could just give us a little bit of occasional hype with something new for KH4, regardless of the weight. Yeah, I think I genuinely was saying earlier this year, if they dropped a trailer after the Missing Link update, they could have ghosted us for a whole year and it would have been okay. Like, it would, some people would have started back up by the end of this year and be like, oh, what about the Game Awards for another trailer? Has the marketing cycle started, maybe? Like, I think just a little bit of communication on, like, the next time we see a game. Or a little bit of communication on, just, I don't know, just showing us something a little bit. Like, okay, chat. So, let's take the animosity in the fandom right now towards Kingdom Hearts 4. Let's talk about the animosity that we're experiencing right now in the fandom, okay? Do you think that based on where we're at right now, if Square Enix dropped a trailer, how long do you think it would be before the community got this bad again, or would it just not ever be this bad? I think the only reason it's this bad community wise, or this like insufferable for some people, is because it's been 3 years. I think they literally dropped, if they dropped a trailer, bro, a decent length trailer, it would have tied over at least the hardcore fans who are the loudest. Like, straight up, the hardcore fans when in the Kingdom Hearts fandom tend to be the loudest. It does depend on what they show in the trailer. It does. If the trailer is just a remake of the first one, I'd be like, that would top people for a certain amount of time. But, you know, like, I think a year. I genuinely think a year before it gets really, like, really bad. I'm talking, like, really bad. I think at least a year. Or maybe at least the rest of whatever year they're in. So, like, let's say instead of screenshots, they dropped a trailer with playable Mickey. A trailer with that phone in it. Imagine all those screenshots were screenshots from a trailer they had, right? If that happened, then, like, I think we would not, like, we'd still be feeding for Game Awards. We'd still hope for Game Awards. We still hope for State of Play. We still hope, but, like, after, we wouldn't be as mad. Like, after every event, I'd be like, okay, instead of after the State of, if we got a trailer in May after missing list cancellation, instead of screenshots, after the State of Play that just happened, that people crashed out over, instead of like, oh man, where's KH4? It's been 3 years, this game's never coming out. It's about to be 4 years, this game is never coming out. I hate Square Enix, this and that, like, just all the classic rage stuff. I think enough people would have reacted to it with like, dang, no KH4 trailer at the State of Play. Well, at least we got a trailer earlier this year, you know, that's cool. I still have something to latch on to a little bit, right? Oh, no trailer at the Game Awards. We got a trailer earlier this year, so I guess. And then leading in 2026, they'll probably hope a little more for a trailer, and after each event, that'll slowly ease away. But it would at least calm it down, like, for enough events, for enough time to where people aren't reacting like that crazy. And I truly think that. People, you're right though, people might have been angry about that trailer because it took a game getting canceled for it to happen. You're right, but it's just the idea that, like, it doesn't have to be back to back trailers after, like KH3. I think just the idea of something like eases the community and eases toxicity, and that's on Square's behalf a little bit, but it's not like the like they're confident in what they're doing, so they're playing their cards like closer, right? They're keeping their cards closer, and at this point, I think after looking at the fiscal year stuff, it's more of a business decision than anything. They're probably just, it might be Disney holding them back. It might be Square. It's probably higher ups at Square holding them back. They're like, hey, let's 7 have the reign. Let's 7 get as many sales as possible. Then Kingdom Hearts. Boom. Right? That's probably where they're at. And there ain't nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do. We can't do anything. We can't do nothing about it. KH4 another 3 years at least. I truly think, I almost turned this into a short, but I don't know. I truly think we get Kingdom Hearts 4 no later than than the anniversary, or the 26th anniversary in 2028. Or wait, wait. No later than the anniversary in 2029. That's what I meant to say. We get it no later than March 2029. We get it before that. Whether it's early 2027, late 2027, early 2028, late 2028, we are getting a game. The game will be out by March 2029, by the 27th anniversary. Okay, so go back to this question, because we went on a lot of rambles there. So YouTube chat, I'm gonna put this poll up right quick. Actually, I gotta pop the chat out for this. All right, so we're gonna do a little YouTube poll. By the way, someone pointed out how we have somebody pointed out how we have a membership goal up here. Yo, memberships, click this little button here, and it's not there for me, but it'll be there for you. Click that little money symbol, and we got $1 memberships, bro. $1. Tier X is the tier we're looking for. $1 memberships. All right, win again. Nothing. Critic. See, look. Critic has been chat. I don't know if y'all know Critic in the community. Some of y'all should if y'all been around the streams. Critic, this is what the Kingdom Hearts 4, this is what the KH4 hype cycle's done to Critic. Critic has devolved into trolling, and bro just be saying stuff. I love Critic though, but Critic, this is what the hype cycle's done to Critic. Everyone copes in their own way. Critic just said we ain't getting shit. All right. I'm going to start a poll. So, is Cage 4 more anticipated than Cage 3? I was talking to some friends about this, and I should ask which game is more anticipated. There's the poll. So the reason like part of the discussions I was having, talking about the question, talking about like this question is, I do think 4's peaks have reached the same peaks as 3 a little bit without a trailer, during a drought. Like the discussion around 4 is so constant despite like nothing happening. You guys saw how much screen shots popped off? Oh my gosh. Like, I don't think I've seen Kingdom Hearts have more. Like, bro, I saw screenshots come out for 3. Screenshots were not doing numbers like that for KH3. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Screenshots were not doing all that during the KH3 days. Now, what's different about 3 versus 4 is that we're in a very different age of the internet right now. We're in a very different age of the internet. More people are on the internet. The community got bigger after KH3, believe it or not. So, I do think, vote on the poll by the way, but I do think it's comparable. It's comparable a little bit. Now, will this anticipation translate into actual sales? I'm unsure, because KH3 launched with 5 million copies sold week 1. Whoa, a JRPG. Guys, I actually don't know the last time a JRPG's done that. You don't think of another JRPG that sold 5 million week 1? Even Expedition 33 didn't do that. It sold 5 million after like a month, I think. I want to say maybe a month. Still impressive. Still mad impressive, by the way. Super impressive. But Expedition was on everything. It was on literally everything. I think a good way to look at it is kind of how GTA 6 is being handled. They have little to no info out for KH4. The anticipation is so high that the hype is being created from just the wait. Yeah, but admittedly with GTA 6 Critic, when GTA 6 was announced, or well, leaked to be fair, GTA 6 had a lot of really bad leaks. So people knew for a fact the game was being made like a year before a trailer came out. Maybe 2-3 years before a trailer came out. On top of that, they had a lot of leaks. On top of the leaks, though, GTA 6 trailers, like, they got more trailers than KH4 does. But I get what they're trying to say. The anticipation leading to, like, hype just from the wait. Like, I do see what they're saying with that 100%. It's just like, man. I do think it's a little bit different, because Kingdom Hearts isn't a GTA 6. It's not. It's not that big. Like, GTA 6 is going to be the biggest game launch of our lifetimes, 100%. I think the only possible thing that could be bigger than GTA 6 if they made a Minecraft 2 or something. I don't know. GTA 6 will probably be the biggest full price launch of any game probably in our lifetimes. Just straight up, right? And I think it's that because it's a combination of generations here. But maybe GTA 7 will outdo GTA 6. Maybe. I don't know. But GTA 6 is definitely about to have some economical impact on the world, bro. And I'm gonna be part of it. I'm there. Like, it sucks to say this, guys. If GTA 6 is $100, I'm buying it. Cause bro, it's GTA 6. Like, I know some of y'all are in the JRPG fandom. That's what y'all mostly play. Y'all play JRPGs, and then maybe some Nintendo games here and there because Cage has a big history on Nintendo. You guys come from that circle of games. Me, bro, I grew up with a lot of GTA. I grew up with some Nintendo, but I grew up with a lot of like Sony especially, and there was a lot of GTA games on Sony platforms. GTA 6 can't play day one, bro. GTA 6 can't play day one no matter what. Like, there is no way I'm missing that. That is a, like, defining, like, moment in history for me. That game coming out. You're pre-ordering, bro. You right. Like, it sucks. It sucks because I know exactly why it is a bad thing for me to want to buy the game at. I don't want to buy the game at 100, but I will. I want to play the game so bad that I will buy it. I will buy it at that price. If it was the only way I could play it, I will buy it. Unless I'm homeless, but you know, yeah. just yeah. All right. You know, speaking of like big titles and big IPs in motion, I wanted to. Red's been engagement farming your boy a little bit, and I wanted to talk about this. I made a tweet. This tweet got a little bit of traction. Kingdom Hearts 4 selling more than KH3 depends on if it has Darth Vader in it. I'm not kidding. Like this Reddit post. Do you guys agree or disagree with this? I think Darth Vader has the motion to sell millions of copies. Not just Star Wars, and not just Star Wars, because some of these comments, I could tell some of the main Star Wars fans like that, but not just Star Wars, Darth Vader. Darth Vader. I don't think you guys realize the opportunity Kingdom Hearts has here with Star Wars. I want to make this clear, right? Star Wars in Kingdom Hearts has the chance to have Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, Han Solo during their peak in episode in freaking episode 6, right? That's episode 6. During episode 6, they have the opportunity to have peak Star Wars characters at probably the most liked Star Wars has ever been when Return of the Jedi came out, and they get to have a Darth Vader fight and be in a world where Luke Skywalker can be a party member. I think because of Disney's Star Wars recently, people forget how popular Luke Skywalker is. People will buy Kingdom Hearts, slug through these other Disney worlds just to play with Luke Skywalker and fight Darth Vader. There will be 50, 60-year-old men who do that just because they're that big of a fan of Star Wars. Star Wars has motion, and Kingdom Hearts has a different type of motion to have Star Wars in, because this won't just be like a Lego Darth Vader. This won't just be a Darth Vader like little cameo. If Kingdom Hearts has a Star Wars world where Darth Vader and Emperor Palpatine are bosses in a high fidelity game, right? Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to be running on the same engine that I'm pretty sure they used for Jedi Survivor, for Fallen Order. It'll go crazy. Because like it'll look really good. They'll be able to have the graphics to make it look as close to the Return of the Jedi as possible. That will be a huge deal for Kingdom Hearts. Such a huge deal that people who aren't Star Wars fans do not understand. Like, there is a type of motion that will generate that, like, KH4 would just go, it would go crazy. It would go absolutely crazy. That's my rant. That's it. Star Wars needs to be in KH. I want a Darth Vader boss. Please add a square. the music, by the way? Is the music even loud? Yeah, I have seen the Darth Vader Zemnis mod. Matter of fact, how many views does that have? I'm curious. Let's see. Yeah, look, okay, see, look, I even did a PC mod, this was 3 years ago, almost 300,000 views, and people, they have mod in the title, too, like, you know, Kingdom Hearts fans, they don't like mods, but even with mod in the title, 300,000 views, basically. I want to see, is that their most viewed video on this? They have a lot of mods, though, but, bro, like, I'm telling you guys, like, there's motion, just, the motion that Star Wars has is insane. Oh, they're doing Stellar Blade mods now. Yeah, that's their most viewed video. Their most viewed mod video. Darth Vader mod, by, like, a decent margin, too, here. Like, people don't realize the motion Star Wars has, bro. Honestly, you can't even tell it's Darth Vader till you look at the thumbnail, high key. But it's just like the motion Darth Vader generates. Like I don't know how to like explain this to people better. Like there probably isn't a way to explain it better. It's just is what it is. I want to read some of these Reddit comments though. That thing in the teaser was definitely an Imperial Walker. Trust me, I know my feet. What? What does read? Okay. Yeah, I know there's a lot of Cage ones who don't want Star Wars in Cage, but y'all want to play it anyways, despite Star Wars. They're gonna have to suffer through the world like y'all did for Frozen. I know a lot of people didn't want Frozen in because they didn't like Frozen, but it happened. I didn't hate Frozen, but I get the criticisms of it. It will undeniably be a massive part of the game. And marketing, the Star Wars saga is literally all about Dark versus Light and has all the same things as Kingdom Hearts. There's really not that much complication to the movies that wouldn't fit. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about there. Saying they don't fit together makes no sense because they're literally the same thematically. Star Wars fits better with the themes and tones of Kingdom Hearts than regular Disney movies. Oh, and there's ripping into them. I will admit, I used to be a person that thought they wouldn't fit, but after consuming a lot of Star Wars property, yeah, they would. Disagree, but I'm not a Star Wars fan, so I'm biased. Yeah. If it isn't cartoonish, I can see it. It'll probably look similar to Pirates World unless they go with Clone Wars. It's definitely the original trilogy. Clone Wars will be amazing. Dude, I would love a Clone Wars world. Personally, for me, I would love a Clone Wars world. That would go crazy. Never underestimate the dedication of Star Wars fans. They'll buy Cage 4 and only Cage 4. Ignoring the entire rest of the series just to experience the Star Wars content. There's Star Wars content in there. That is exactly how Star Wars fans are. Cage 4 selling more than Cage 3 depends on if they can revitalize the story to be meaningful and coherent, and whether or not they implement interesting exploration mechanics again, or continuing down the route of optimizing common mechanics at the expense of everything else. So they're not wrong, and like there's going to be a lot of like review bias towards 3, but Cage 3 sold well, and those are almost all the criticisms of Cage 3, right? It still sold that good. Now, admittedly, those were sales before the review, before like user reviews came in, but I feel like, how to describe it? It's hard to say. That doesn't matter as much as the worlds or like other stuff. It matters for us, the people that finish the game, the big like, the story does matter a lot. The combat matters a lot, but I still think aesthetics and the Disney worlds might matter a little bit more. Like, one of the biggest criticisms of KH3 is no Final Fantasy characters. Final Fantasy characters have had, like, not that much to do with the major story of Kingdom Hearts, with the overarching plot of the series. Yet, that was one of the biggest criticisms that people have about, you know, Kingdom Hearts, about KH3. Something that doesn't have much to do with story. Yes, people want Final Fantasy characters. I think if they just hit, like, the aesthetics, and if they get, like, the little stuff down that people care about a lot, not saying Final Fantasy characters is a little thing, but I'm just saying it's little in the world of Kingdom Hearts, but it's a big thing in the world of, like, the consumer. If they get stuff like that down, pick the right worlds, have Final Fantasy characters, cool interactions, it won't matter if the story's if the story's super confusing, because people said the same thing about KH2 back in the day. Now, the series will get more complicated to some people after 2, but KH2 dealt with a lot of confusing story elements. Do you think people understood what the heck, like, the nobody lore was back in the day? No, they did not understand that at all. You think they understood the concept of, like, Sora having this other him, and they're calling it a nobody, but nobodies feel things, but kind of do, like, that whole plot thing? It's obviously an analogy to, like, emptiness and like that sort of, like, voidless depression. But it's just like, I don't know. People didn't understand that back in the day, and people still glaze KH2, right? Like, people like Kingdom Hearts outside of its story, and even outside of its combat. Like, there's a lot of people that like KH just off of aesthetics alone. Star Wars is the third most profitable film franchise in the world. The hype that will generate from the OGs returning and us basically getting Jedi 2.5 would be astronomical. Anything said otherwise is cope. Disagree. We have a trailer with the lightsaber activating a Buster Sword and a shield with the star on it. KH4 will sell 10 million copies. Probably, yeah. Whether you like it or not, KH4 will sell hotcakes if they tease a fight between Darth Vader and Sora. Yeah? I genuinely, like, I don't know, I agree. I don't like it. It will probably end up consuming so many resources that could have gone to better and more interesting gameplay elements. Do you think Disney isn't going to force them to spend all their time on the Star Wars section of the game like they did with KH3? Wait, what? I don't know what they're saying here. I don't understand what they're saying there. But, yeah, I don't know. Crazy topics. As a kid, I loved how hard I had to think about KH2. Yeah. Project Zone opening. Yeah, I like this song. I haven't played the game, though. I'm sorry. I have not played the game. Alright. So, chat. Sorry for the shorter live stream. I'm sorry. But what we are going to do is we're going to end. I apologize. We're going to end the stream. Tomorrow's Sunday. I'm very unsure if I'll be live tomorrow. I might be live like late at night. I don't know what I'm gonna do. If I do, it might be a variety live stream. I'm unsure. But we will be here tomorrow or Monday. If we're not here tomorrow, we'll be back for Melody of Memory Monday on Monday. But with that, thank you guys for coming out. My name is Prodigy, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out, guys. Bye.